Hello students, let us continue chapter 10 gravitation. In last video we have discussed about free fall and some numericals regarding free fall. Now today we are going to discuss mass, weight and weight of an object on the moon, including that thrust and pressure. So let us start with the mass. In last chapter we have discussed about the mass, that is mass of an object is the measure of its inertia. Now we have also learned that greater the mass, the greater is the inertia. It remains the same whether the object is on the earth, the moon or even in outer space. Therefore, the mass of an object is constant and does not change from place to place. Now the new concept, weight. We know that the earth attracts every object with a certain force, and this force depends on the mass small m of the object and the acceleration due to gravity small g. The weight of an object is the force with which it is attracted towards the earth that we have discussed, and we can write this F is equal to m into a, or we can write F is equal to m into g, where g is the acceleration due to gravity. We have discussed in last videos. The force of attraction of the earth on an object is known as weight of the object. It is denoted by capital W, and substituting the same equation, that is F is equal to mg for weight, we can write W is equal to m into g. W is again the weight of an object. As the weight of an object is the force with which it is attracted towards the earth, the SI unit of weight is the same as that of force, which is known as Newton. The weight is a force acting vertically downwards. It has both magnitude and direction. So we have learned that the value of g, acceleration due to gravity, is constant at a given place. Therefore, at a given place, the weight of an object is directly proportional to the mass, say m, small m, of the object. That is, W is directly proportional to m. It is due to this reason that at a given place, we can use the weight of an object as a measure of its mass. The mass of an object remains the same everywhere, that is on the earth and on any planet, whereas its weight depends on its location. Now, weight of an object on the moon. We have learned that the weight of an object on the earth is the force with which the earth attracts the object. In the same way, the weight of an object on the moon is the force with which the moon attracts that object. The mass of the moon is less than that of the earth. Due to this, the moon exerts lesser force of attraction on objects. Let the mass of an object be m, and let its weight on the moon be Wm, and let the mass of the moon be capital M, that is mass of moon, and its radius is Rm. So, by applying the universal law of gravitation, the weight of an object on the moon will be Wm, that is weight on moon, is equal to g is gravitational constant, into m into m, that is mass of the moon into mass of the object, divided by Rm square, radius square. Let the weight of the same object on the earth be We. The mass of the earth is m and the radius is r. So, from the above equation, we can write We, that is weight on earth, is equal to g, constant, into m, and capital M is for mass of the earth and small m is for object, upon r square. Now, substituting the values of the mass of the earth and mass of the moon, etc., and radius, we'll have the equation Wm is equal to g into 7.36 into 10 to the power 22 kg into m upon 1.74 into 10 to the power 6 meters square. And on solving this, we'll have the weight on the moon is 2.431 into 10 to the power 10 g into m, where weight of the earth will be, on solving, 1.474 into 10 to the power 11 g into m. And hence on dividing the weight of moon by weight of earth, will get Wm upon We will be equal to 2.431 into 10 to the power 10 divided by 1.474 into 10 to the power 11, will get 1 upon 6. So we can say weight of the object on the moon is equal to 1 upon 6th of its weight on the earth, or weight of the object on moon upon weight of the object on earth is 1 upon 6. Now example 10.4. Mass of an object is 10 kg and what is its weight on the earth? So let us start the solution. Here mass of the object is given 10 kg and we know that for earth acceleration due to gravity, that is small g, is 9.8 meter per second square. So we apply the formula W is equal to m into g. W is equal to 10 kg into 9.8 meter per second square, which is equal to 98 Newton. So the weight of the object is 98 Newton. Now example 10.5. An object weighs 10 Newton when measured on the surface of the earth. What would be its weight when measured on the surface of the moon? So let us start the solution. We know that the weight of the object on the moon is equal to 1 upon 6th of its weight on the earth. We have just discussed this concept. So we can write Wm, that is weight of the moon, is equal to We upon 6, which is equal to 10 upon 6, as the weight of the object on the earth is 10. So we can write 10 upon 6 Newton. So on solving, 10 upon 6 is equal to 1.67 Newton. Or we can say the weight of the object on the surface of the moon would be 1.67 Newton. The concept thrust and pressure. So students, have you ever wondered why a camel can run in a desert easily? Why an army tank weighing more than 1,000 tons rests upon a continuous chain? Why a truck or a motor bus has much wider tires? Why cutting tools have sharp edges? In order to address these questions and understand the phenomena involved, it helps to introduce the concept of the net force in a particular direction, which is known as thrust, and the force per unit area, that is pressure, acting on the object concerned. So let us try to understand the meaning of thrust and pressure by considering the following situation. So very first situation, we wish to fix a poster on a bulletin board. So what we do, this task will have to press, in this task we will have to press drawing pins with our thumb. Here we apply a force on the surface area of the head of the pin. This force is directed perpendicular to the surface area of the board, and this force acts on a smaller area at the tip of the pin. This is one of the example for thrust, applying force. Second situation, when let's suppose you stand on a loose sand, your feet go deep into the sand. Now lie down on the sand. You will find that your body will not go that deep in the sand. In both cases, the force exerted on the sand is the weight of your body. So we have learned that weight is the force acting vertically downwards. Here the force is acting perpendicular to the surface of the sand. The force acting on an object perpendicular to the surface is known as thrust. Remember? Now when you stand on a loose stand, the force, that is the weight of your body, is acting on an area equal to the area of your feet. When you lie down, the same force acts on an area equal to the contact area of your whole body, which is larger than the area of your feet. Thus, the effects of forces on the same magnitude on different areas are different. In the above case, thrust is the same, but effects are different. Therefore, the effect of thrust depends on the area on which it acts. So, the effect of thrust on sand is larger while standing than while lying. The thrust on unit area is known as pressure. So, we can write the formula for pressure. Pressure is equal to thrust upon area. And the SI unit of thrust and area, we know that SI unit of pressure is Newton per meter square. So, in honor of scientist Blaise Pascal, the SI unit of pressure is known as Pascal, denoted by PA. So, students, I hope you understood the concept of weight, mass, weight on moon, including that thrust and pressure and few numericals. Thank you for listening this video.